What's going on, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Friday the 11th of Feb. Oh my god, time is passing so fast, and I'm officially 10 weeks out from my first pro show of the year. And of course, you can see I'm super happy every time I say that, because genuinely there is nothing I want more than to compete and step on stage. And the last 2 years have just been a wild ride, just trying to get on stage. But I need to be super honest with you guys, prep has not gone to plan. My body has just been beyond stubborn, and it has just not been responding. And it's just my weight. It's really weird. I know I need to get leaner, and I do feel a tiny bit leaner from week to week, but the scales have not budged, and I just know that it needs to move and at least drop a couple more kilos. I'm aiming for 5, but it needs to drop a couple more kilos before I can look the way that I need to look. And I know scales are not everything, but I just really need it to get there, and time is running out. And so even though I'm super excited to compete, it's been hard. And the thing is, I feel fine and I can go harder. Obviously, the prep feels have started to kick in, which for me I know is a great sign. So my sleep has not been as good as it was. I'm starting to wake up a little bit earlier. I'm starting to feel hungrier. I wake up absolutely starving, and I go to bed not exactly starving, but like not feeling full. Like I feel a little bit peckish when I go to bed, and those are all really good signs. I also feel more thirsty, and I also go to the toilet more often, as in just peeing, and my bowel movements are a little bit less. So I probably go number 2 probably once every 2 or 3 days, which is totally normal. I think a lot of people freak out about that, but they just don't realize when you eat less, your body has less food in you to be able to physically create stuff to pass out of you. So it's really normal, because all the food obviously gets used and whatnot. And yeah, so I don't know, we'll just have to see what the game plan is with coach. Obviously we have dropped calories last week, but I'm happy to drop it further. Like at this point, I'm ready to eat only lettuce every day to get shredded. But I know that that's not the right way to do things, and I know that that's not going to work. I know better as a coach, but as an athlete, I just want to go super hard. I'm ready to do 2 hours of cardio a day and all that kind of stuff. So at the moment I'm doing 6 cardio sessions, no more than 30 minutes. And I'm ready for that to increase if my coach says so. So this is why I got a coach, because I want someone else to take over the reins for me. So I will listen to whatever he tells me to do. And yes, this morning I just sent him photos, and we'll just see how it goes. But just wanted to let you guys know that it's not been smooth, but I'm pushing on and I'm pushing through. There's something that I feel strongly about with regards to the feelings of fear and the feelings of doubt. I don't doubt myself, because I've done so much work these last 2 years. Like every single year in the last 2 years that I have not been competing, I've been thinking about competing. So every single thing that I've done and I've done right was all to be great for this first show. I know that I've put in the work, not just this prep, but for the past 2 years, I have put in the work. So I have absolutely no doubt in myself. The last time I came close to competing, I was 1 week out, and I was absolutely shredded. So I know my body can get there, and I know it can do it. So I have no doubt, but I do have fear. I do have fear that time might run out. I do have fear that like the other girls are gonna be looking good. And obviously I know this is my first pro show, and all the other pro girls look absolutely amazing. They almost look ready to go already. I just feel very behind, but that's normal. It's okay to feel fear, because the fear drives you. When you're in the wild, the fear gives you that adrenaline kick. Like if you were a deer and you saw the lion coming, fear kicks in, and that's how you survive, and you go and like, you know, whatever. But if you doubt yourself, if for one moment the deer doubted that like, oh, I don't know, like maybe I will get eaten, that's it for them. They're done. So you know, I don't doubt myself, even though I have fear. I used to try and be absolutely fearless, but I would just be lying to myself. Like obviously everyone has fears, but I want to make it a thing for me to let myself feel the fear and let the fear fuel me, but never ever doubt. And it gets hard obviously, but I'm not doubting myself. I have 10 weeks to give my absolute all, and I have plans after this 10 weeks. So this whole year for me, I'm gonna do as many shows as possible, because not because for any particular reason, but I love it, and I've missed out on so much, and I never want to like miss out again. And obviously I'm turning 30, so there's only so many shows I have left in me before I have to do grown up normal people stuff. But I don't know, I just want to compete for as much as I can, achieve as much as I can, live my dream, go to Olympia, and just live a pro athlete life, which is my dream and what I want to do. So anyways, it's a little bit of a ramble life update, comp prep update. I don't know who else needs to hear this, but if you're struggling, keep going, and I'm struggling as well. But I'm ready to go. So this morning, fasted cardio done, photos and check-in sent to coach, and I'm gonna be training shoulders later, gonna give myself a sauna session and maybe a second cardio session. So I won't do, because otherwise my week ends tomorrow, so I can do my last cardio session tomorrow, or I can just smash it out today, because normally Saturdays I'm really busy with client check-ins and work and whatnot. But today I'm gonna take you through a full day of eating, because I just realized I haven't really shown you guys what I've been eating so far. So we'll do a full day of eating, I guess, today. This is my first meal of the day. Obviously, I have 2 different breakfasts, and this is my classic one. Any OG subscribers will definitely know this is a favorite of mine: half-cooked Asian eggs and 2 slices of spelt and wholemeal toast. And that will be my first meal of the day. 3 hours have passed, and it's now time for my second meal, which is also my pre-workout meal, and I'm just going to show you guys what I'm having. So some clean carbs before training. I'm going to have a bowl of oats. You all know I don't really like putting protein in my oats, so I'm just having some chicken on the side together with my oats as my pre-workout meal. It is now 12:20. I have trained. I did like a 30-minute in the sauna. I was like sweating a lot, which is really good because my body like rarely ever sweats. And then I came home, had a shower, and now I'm cooking up my next meal. I'm just air frying some Brussels sprouts at the moment, and then I'm just gonna have that with some chicken and rice. So I'll show you how that looks like. Oh yes, I forgot, there's something else that I had. So the moment I came home, I had some coconut water. So I'll just show you which one I have. So this is what I normally have, coconut water. So I definitely track that as my carbs. I didn't even have a full serve, because a full serve is about 12 grams of carbs, so I had 8 grams of carbs worth. I think it was like 130 mils or something, just to like rehydrate myself after the sauna. And also I've been really loving coconut water lately. It hasn't really been something that I normally like. Honestly, I don't really like coconut flavored stuff, but I've really been feeling coconut water lately. So I've been having that, especially on my high carb days, just to, I don't know, like hydrate myself, get all the like magnesium and all the good stuff in from coconut water. But yeah, there's definitely carbs in coconut water. So even though it's like a very healthy thing to drink, there is a good amount of carbs in there. So any of you who don't count macros, you should still be aware that a lot of these healthy stuff still have a lot of calories in them. So just kind of be wary if you're trying to, you know, drop some weight or really kind of nail your physique goals and whatnot. And here it is. I have my Brussels sprouts that I air fried, and then I like cut them up to little pieces. Rice that's already prepped, and chicken that was already prepped. So all I had to do was microwave that, and obviously topped with some sriracha and a little bit of salt. Trying to drink a little bit more tea, so I have my post-meal cup of tea, which really helps you to feel full. Like I feel fine after each meal. I'm not super full, but like I feel somewhat satisfied, whereas when I'm like much leaner, I still feel absolutely super hungry after eating. So if you're in that stage of your prep, it's totally normal, and what really helps is having a nice warm cup of tea. I obviously don't want to have any caffeine in it, so mine is a digest tea from Twinings, and it's just turmeric, star anise and orange flavored tea. So that is what I'll be having, which will really help with my digestion and whatnot. Just spent a couple of hours working, getting through all my check-ins, and now it's time for my 4th meal, and I'm super excited. It's one of my favorite meals of the day. So I pretty much made this all in the air fryer. This is some Spud Light potatoes. I actually kind of like bake them in the oven, and then just before eating I kind of flash air fry them in the air fryer, and that's my favorite barramundi fish. And then I have some ABC spread on the top for a little bit of extra fats that I need. Lots of salt over it, and I also have a little bit of mustard and sugar-free ketchup. So excited for this meal. It is now 6 o'clock and I'm about to eat my last meal of the day. So generally these days I try to have my first meal at about 6 and my last meal at about 6. So I eat in this 12-hour eating window, and then I don't eat for 12 hours basically. It's been working for me pretty well. Obviously sometimes when I have been getting pretty busy earlier in prep, I have eaten after 6 o'clock. There's no particular reason for it. It's just like how I like to space out my meals to try and make my morning weight more consistent. I'm trying to do the most of this and everything I can to get the weight down. So yeah, we'll see what tomorrow brings. For now, I'm gonna have my last meal of the day. Keeping it nice and basic, I have some Heart Smart beef mince. You all know that's one of my favorite sources of protein. Some rice, and then I just have some lettuce because it's easy to digest, and some jalapenos on the side for a bit of spice, and a tiny bit of sugar-free ketchup. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, eat this, and then maybe continue watching some shows. I might play some games tonight with Jeremy, and then go to bed. I do have a big day tomorrow with clients, training glutes, doing cardio, and lots of check-ins because it is Saturday. So another day down, doing everything exactly right, following the plan, sticking to everything I need to stick to. Coach hasn't decided to further drop calories or anything. He does reckon that I look leaner in my photos, so we're just keeping everything the same for now, but we might make some changes to food sources, maybe change my bread to gluten-free. Like honestly, I don't really think that's the issue, but I'll do whatever it takes really. So that'll be the plan going forward. I'm still gonna keep pushing through. Hopefully the next time I do a full day of eating, I'll be much leaner, and I'll definitely be eating much less, that's for sure, I know. But I'm ready for it. I'm ready to be eating absolutely nothing, honestly. But we'll see how it goes. Anyways, thanks for watching and supporting my journey, and I will see you guys in the next one.